Being a successful reseller is a full-on task. Whether you're part-time and doing it as a side hustle, or whether you call online reselling your full-time job, or if you have a business with multiple marketplace accounts, it's 24/7, nose to the grindstone activity to make sure that you can be successful. It's not just about throwing some things up on eBay and waiting for the sales to roll in. It's about sourcing the right products at the right price. It's about listing them correctly so they rank and people find them and will buy them, and making sure that you're competitive. It's about all the warehousing, picking, packing, all the logistics. And it's all about advertising and promotion, and then offering good customer services to your customers so they hopefully will return and buy from you again in the future. No matter which way you look at it, and no matter what type of reseller you are, to be successful, you have to be consistent and you have to put in the time and the effort. Now, if you guys have been following this channel from the beginning, you'll know that I set up a private eBay account with an aim of growing it as big as I can in 12 months' time and documenting that journey from start to finish right here on YouTube, so you can see the highs, the lows, the successes, the failures, and hopefully take something away that will help your reselling journey. But of late, I've struggled to put content up, and there is a reason behind that. I also run a couple of businesses, and those businesses also sell through various marketplaces, most notably eBay, Amazon, and Backmarket. And those businesses have got just super busy over the last couple of months that, being honest, the project account has just kind of took a back seat. And it's a bit disappointing because I've started to build a really good community here on YouTube, and I've received so many comments from so many amazing people out there that have either just started reselling or wanted help and advice to say that they love watching the videos and they're getting something of value from them and they're following along with the journey. So really, this message is kind of like to you. Don't worry, I'm still going to be putting content out, but it's just going to change slightly. I'm still going to be doing the project account, but I'm also going to start bringing in content from my main business, because honestly, that is full on. So if you're wondering why you can trust me and why you should even consider listening to what I'm saying, well, I've been online reselling for well over 20 years. My business's turnover in excess of £400,000 a year on eBay and Backmarket, for example. My business has been through Pro Trader 4 times. We've actually won an eBay for Business award in 2023, something that I'm still super proud of. So I kind of know my salt when it comes to selling on Marketplace. And that's the reason why I started this account, to share all this information with other people who are looking to either improve their online reselling or get into online reselling. So why have I been so busy? Well, it's been a super busy time. My business is an IT recycling company. We recycle tech in from education, businesses, consumers. We refurbish it and resell it. Now, we sell all our refurbished grade A, B, C stock on a dedicated store on multiple marketplaces. We also get a lot of damaged and faulty stock in. Now, they're the products that we normally assess for financial viability to refurbish and then refurbish and resell. Inevitably, some damaged and faulty stock just isn't financially viable to refurbish because it's going to cost too much than what it's worth when we could resell it. Historically, what we've done with that DF stock is we've batched it off and sold it to trade, or sold it to other resellers, sold it to people who just like to repair stuff, or we've exported it outside the country. Now, with margins being pinched and logistics costs getting higher, we're not really making the money that we once were from that activity. So we had a little bit of an internal meeting a couple of months ago, and we looked at it and we thought, well, there's got to be a better way that we can manage this damaged and faulty stock, specifically the damaged and faulty stock that we're not going to repair. So we looked at the market and we thought, well, actually, we can probably strip these products down and sell individual components and make more money than selling a damaged or faulty laptop. For example, we may sell a 3-year-old HP laptop with a faulty LCD for 35 quid. And I'm not saying that's what we'd sell it for, it's just a product price that I've picked out of the sky. But actually, we can break that down and we can sell the speakers, the keyboard assembly, the DVD drive, the wireless card, the battery if it's good, and make probably 4 or 5 times that money from those individual parts. So we looked at the market space, we researched it a little bit, and on Monday of last week, we launched our dedicated eBay shop selling parts and components for IT hardware, specifically phones, tablets, and laptop computers. And that's what's taken up all of my time. I'm just going to spin the camera around and I'm going to show you the account so you can take a quick look. here we go. Here is the store. It's called Eco Tech Parts. Now, for the keen eyes amongst you, you will probably see that there's 100% positive feedback, 1,600 items sold, 242 followers. I will broach that with you in a sec and explain why. But you can see what we're going to be stocking on this store. For example, keyboard assemblies, boxes, LCD assemblies, LCDs for laptops. We've got DVD drives for laptops. We've got speakers for laptops, dongles, heat sinks and CPU fans, remote controls. You kind of get the picture. And that's basically what Ecotech Parts is going to be selling. Now, the keen eyes amongst you will have noticed that that is not a brand new eBay account, and you would be exactly bang on right. About 2 years ago, we launched a secondary eBay store to cater for our trade sales. We have a lot of customers that were buying job lots and wholesale bulk trade batches of stock, and we thought it might be easier to try and appeal to a wider audience by taking that online via a marketplace. And we ran that for about 12 months, and we've got 1,600 sales to the account. We've got over 990 positive feedback, which is still at 100%. And we got about 240 followers on that particular account. But to be honest with you, with the way trade works, taking it on eBay just didn't really pan out, because eBay fees and the way we have to price trade batches, it just didn't really work out. So then we started to run some auctions on it, and I just didn't like the way that worked. So after about 12 to 14 months of running that account, we decided to end it on marketplace and continue selling wholesale batches to trade directly and not through a marketplace. That eBay account has sat dormant for probably about 8 months. And when we had the idea of launching the components service, we thought, well, why not just revive the redundant account, because it's got some sales metrics behind it. It's got some people who are following it. It's in the same kind of tech industry. And I don't think it was a bad move to do that. So that's why the store that I just showed you for a new shop has metrics behind it. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I think it makes sense. And I think to everybody wanting to buy, at least they can visit the store. They'll see that it's got some metrics behind it, and it will help to build confidence with our potential buyers as an existing store in good standing. Now, it has fallen below top rated seller status. I think it's at above average seller status now, because it's been running for a week and we're already making daily sales. So we're going to be working hard over the next couple of weeks to get the sales up, get the listing quantity up, and get top rated seller status back again really, really quickly. So what does this mean for the channel? Well, it's nothing but positive. Honestly, it's nothing but positive. Historically, I've been doing the project account, and content has kind of been a bit meh for a while, because I've been struggling to show the people who are subscribed to the channel new stuff. By integrating a strand of one of my businesses to the channel, I can start bringing in business-based content and appeal to a broader spectrum of viewer, because I won't just be covering things that a private seller needs to do to grow their reselling, but also what businesses need to do and what businesses can do to improve their eBay sales, or for businesses that haven't even got a marketplace presence. Hopefully they can learn something new from this as well. So for this channel, it's nothing but positive news. It's nothing but good news. It's going to increase the amount of content that I can put on this channel and just give more learnings. And don't forget, we've also got the Reseller Show, which is our new reseller podcast, which is going to have an episode a month for the next 6 months. And then we're going to ramp it up to a couple of episodes a month, and hopefully an episode every single week. And that is going to bring in different guests to talk about their reselling experience. So not only will we be catering for the private seller market, but also the business seller market, and hearing from people who have built a successful reselling business. And hopefully with all of those strands of content, it's going to be the mecca for online reselling. There we are. That is just my 5 minutes, 10 minutes on the plan for the channel moving forward. And before we do that, I've got a little bit of news about the private account, because of this. This project account now has been running for about 6 to 8 weeks, probably maybe a little bit longer than that. And I've had my first return request pop in, despite me not having returns activated on majority of the listings that I originally sold. Now, as you know, if you've been watching my previous videos, I've been sourcing a lot of cameras, because The camera sector for me is working really good on eBay. They generally sell pretty quickly, and even film cameras. I've been doing mainly compact SLRs and they've been selling really, really well. Now, I sourced one from a car boot sale, one of the first car boot sales that I went to because I thought I'd give them a try. I'm not really a massive car boot fan, but we drove up, we went to one, and we found this Sony compact point and shoot camera that we picked up off a stall for like £2. We got it back, we tested it, all good, and it sold within 24 hours. I think we picked it up for £2. We sold it for £40 and 50p. We took an offer on it, and fully tested, all really good. Packed it, shipped it. Customers had it for, I don't know, a couple of weeks probably. No reported issues, no messages from the buyer to say, got a problem, can I check something? Nothing at all. Went onto my seller hub this afternoon, and we've got a return request. So the bizarre thing is, which is annoying really, because I have got no problems in taking products back if there's a genuine fault that I didn't see or has kind of appeared in the first couple of weeks or 30 days that the buyers had the product. Absolutely fine. I would want to be able to return something. I've got no problems in taking it back. This one, and I'm going to pop up the picture on the screen now because the buyer has said that the charging port is faulty and the battery life's rubbish. So as you can see from this picture of the actual camera that the person bought, it takes AA batteries. There is no rechargeable battery at all with this camera. It takes AA batteries, and its battery life would be very much guided by the quality of batteries that you buy and put into the camera. Just false return requests just really annoy me. Now you can also see that the buyer had put that they found a better camera, which I believe is probably the real reason why they want to return it. They've probably got it, they've used it. It's an old camera. It probably hasn't produced that good a photograph when you compare it to like an iPhone, for example. And they've just thought, I'm going to send it back, so I'm going to make up a reason. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm experienced enough with eBay, having sold on the platform for over 20 years through different accounts, that I kind of knew the way that it was going to go, but I just wanted to raise it and just see what the answer would be. So really, not having returns, whether you have returns on or off, it doesn't really matter. A buyer can just send anything back whenever they want. But okay, no problem. Appreciate your help. Thanks very much. Bye. Okay, so just been on the phone with eBay in relation to the camera return, and having not had a private seller account for ages, I know the way that returns work with businesses, and I just wanted to get on the phone with eBay and understand how the returns process works for a private seller. Because as a private seller, you can turn that toggle off on your listings and not accept returns, or you can accept 14-day or 30-day returns, and you can fund it yourself, or you can make the buyer fund it. Now, I know the way that returns work with businesses because we deal with them every single day, and it's relatively easy to manage because you are party to distant selling laws. As a private seller, you're not. However, buyers still have their consumer rights. So whether you've got your returns toggle turned on or off, if a buyer raises a return request because the item is damaged or faulty or goes faulty within their consumer rights period, eBay will allow them to send it back. If then you get that product back and find that it's not damaged or faulty, you can report that buyer, and the only thing that you'll get back is the shipping fee if you've covered the cost to get that item back. So basically what that boils down to is a buyer can buy something, use it for 29 days, and on the 30th day raise a return to say that it's faulty, and they will be able to return it whether you've got the toggle for returns turned on or off. It doesn't really matter because that's their consumer rights. Obviously, if they pick a reason of changed mind, that's slightly different because one, they will have to pay for the return, and two, they will then have to be governed by the returns window that you've selected when you've listed that product. If you've got a 14-day returns window open or a 30-day returns window open and they change their mind, then they can send it back within those 14 or 30 days. But, and this is why a lot of buyers abuse the system on eBay and say that a product is faulty when it's not, so they can return it. So yeah, that's what's happened in this case, because the buyer has actually messaged me now and said, I just don't want it anymore. Can I return it and send my money back? And I've basically messaged him, and I haven't told him that I've spoken to eBay. I've messaged him and said, look, from the messages that you've sent me, it's obvious that it's not faulty. It's absolutely fine. You just don't want it anymore. And that's an abuse of the returns procedure. So can you just close the return? Because it's wrong. And if he's a good person and an honest person, he will cancel the return. If not, they'll just send it back and then I'll just report them to eBay. But yeah, the trials and tribulations. It's much easier as a business seller, honestly, because you just have to work to distance selling laws. And you do get people abusing the system. And it's not just on eBay. You get people abusing the system across all marketplaces. But yeah, just thought I'd highlight that. A bit of fun. It is what it is. After 17 sales, it's only the one return that I've got. So on that note, I think I'm going to end this week's video, and I do hope that some of the things I've spoken about has given you some excitement about what to expect from the channel moving forward. I think the addition of Eco Tech Parts' brand new eBay shop will bring a whole new raft of content to this channel that wasn't there before. From a business perspective, there's so many things that I can talk about from being a business seller that hopefully you can watch and listen to and learn something from. So if there's anything that you'd like to see me covered, as always, pop it down in the comments down below and I'll do my very best to add it into the schedule of videos. I'm also going to be bringing back the weekly vlog because I think with the new business components eBay store together with the private account project, it's going to bring some really great content that we can talk about and highlight the highs and lows of not just the private seller but also business seller activities. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. If you've watched this far and you're at minute 20 or whatever it is, I'm sure it deserves a subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up, because getting thumbs up from you guys really helps my videos be found on YouTube, and I do appreciate the thumbs up and the hitting the subscribe button. And thanks for watching. See you on the next video next week where, yeah, loads more great content planned. See you later.